Now, you may have been taught how powerful hypnosis can be on an open mind. When people are in a completely open and accepting state, little suggestions can become powerful realities. It's uncanny. Hypnosis has undergone little scientific study in the modern age, and yet for centuries, people have been practicing it in some form. Some examples include Chinese meditation, Mesmer's magnets, and Erickson's teaching tales. Hypno has accomplished some amazing things, but in science's narrow knowledge of the human brain, only so much has been officially discovered. But that is not why we're here today. You are here because on some level, you want to learn and experience something new. And I am here because I want to share that something with you. Something refreshing and comforting. But you know you can experience the same thing in a new way every time you come back. So let's get those warnings out of the way. If you find anything in this file even slightly objectionable, you can exit and find another file at any time. This is a Plushie transformation file, meant to make your body feel like it's made out of a soft fabric and filled with even softer material, like cotton. For this session, I personally suggest you have something similarly soft with you. But if you don't, then by all means your imagination can do the work for you. There are all sorts of underlying themes here too, like comfort and sustained relaxation. I do not deal with any addictive or submissive themes here, so there's very little for the average listener to worry about. However, I do attempt to install a very specific trigger in this file that involves having a plushie to hug to your chest. An alternative I also give is meditating to perform the transformation without hypnosis. If either of these post-hypnotic suggestions are disagreeable to you, then let this be your final reminder to listen to another file. There, quick and painless, and I bet you have a few expectations about this experience already. Some from within, some from what I've already said. And I know that in a successful hypnosis session, all the positive expectations, only the positive expectations, really shine through when you just follow instructions, doing what you're told like a champ. You may find that you're already relaxing, maybe listening intently, or perhaps you're even way ahead of me, already in a deep, meditative, and comfortable trance, completely docile and at peace. I mean, heck, you've already started with a certain level of interest and involvement when you started listening. And yes, that means that you started off already lightly hypnotized. But if you yearn for a deeper state of hypnosis, you can begin reaching for it right now. It's within your reach from the get-go, and you'll find it habitually in time. But for now, let me help you find your ideal trance state. Just let go of your worry, breathe, and let me guide you. It's good to take a break sometimes, a vacation from all that day-to-day business, that effort, that tedium, to just sit or lay down in the back seat, nice and safe, and let someone else take the wheel for a bit, driving familiar roads, passing familiar places, just coasting along and knowing that this is completely natural. You're visiting a place in your mind that we all visit sometimes, a place where we go to really ponder things, a state of mind where everything seems so effortless and easy, intuitive and instinctive. That's right. Now, let's relax together, make new discoveries about your mind and my influence. Words really do have power, you know. Please, I welcome you to relax and listen and listen and relax. Find comfort in your surroundings, familiarity, and because everything there is so natural and familiar, you can just let go of all your worry and allow all the other unimportant things to naturally fade from your perception as you focus on what really matters. You know that as we go on, that you'll find better things to think about, and then some things that you can really hone in on. You may already have discovered that my voice seems to naturally relax you and soothe you. Perhaps because I'm hypnotizing you. Perhaps because I'm speaking in such a soothing voice. Or maybe because somewhere inside you realize that it's just as easy as listening and accepting what you're told. And it's fine to allow yourself to drift with my words. You may have already reached that point where you feel completely comfortable following my words. And I know that point can come soon regardless. Relaxing so completely for me, sleeping deep, deeper, and deeper. The deepest you'll allow yourself to go. You're experiencing hypnosis when you completely accept my instructions. And it's relaxing to accept the instructions given to you. And of course you do want to relax, don't you? I think we both know it's fine to relax, sinking deeper with every word, drifting off, and still somehow hanging on to every succulent syllable. My words just surrounding you with warmth, and you can lay there enjoying the experience from your feet all the way to your stomach and then your head. You begin to feel a really profound relaxation, the kind that doesn't come every day. Or perhaps the kind that can. Just breathe comfortably and let all the other things go. And I bet you can feel yourself becoming really nice and snuggly now that you're so deep in trance. In a place where you can truly enjoy it. Allow yourself to feel the warmth in my words convey, and let that nice, hazy tingle spread wherever it will, in your own time, in your own space. And it's always a great time, a great experience, when someone learns just how nice hypnosis can be for them. That's one of many lessons we're learning here. Some you've already learned, some are yet to come. Even when you think you've already learned many lessons from these words, you may then discover that you can hear the same words in a different way every time. And you feel an eagerness, a delightedness, at knowing that going deeper means that all this continues, and the lessons become even more profound and enjoyable than before. Now, let's create an elevator in your imagination with a nice, roomy, and plush interior, the kind you really don't see every day, or perhaps the kind you do. When you've been good and listened very carefully, step inside. It's all right if you want to relax, even when you're dreaming. There is, after all, a little couch inside, just large enough to fit you very snugly between its arms. You look at that couch with anticipation, but you then choose to look around as well, just because. There's a light on the top that seems to be growing dimmer as you watch it. There's a tiny little speaker playing music that soothes your ears. And of course, there's a set of buttons which seem to go from 20 all the way down to 1. And you seem to be on the 20th floor. Let's go down, shall we? Press the button labeled 1. It lights up with a warm red tint, and the doors slowly close. You feel safe in this very large and roomy elevator, so you decide to lay down on the couch. Notice how its soft surface yields to the contours of the body. The fabric is indescribably soft, making it easy to just snuggle in and feel as comfortable as if it were the most luxurious bed in existence. You finish adjusting, and as you do so, the elevator smoothly starts moving down into ever deeper levels of your consciousness. It's at 20 right now, but feel its movement coincide with your comfort and relaxation deepening. Going down. 19. One floor, one layer of earth, and you're already so sleepy. 18. Tired of thinking, just letting your mind drift. 17. That's wonderful. Easy does it. 16. Lines are blurring. Dreams and reality intermingle. 15. Stitching the gap between the seams. 14. Linking thoughts with me, really in tune with what we both want for this. 13. Bridging the gaps, like a needle sewing thread. 12. Such delicate thread, and soft to the touch. 11. Sink into the fabric of trance. 10. Down and down, the lights grow dimmer. 9. And everything becomes nothing. 8. And one thing becomes everything. 7. Listen. 6. Relax. 5. You are so very, very deep. 4. That couch just really does it for you. 3. Feel its warmth spread throughout your body. 2. The very fabric of time and space blur and blend together. 1. To bring you down to 1. One time, one place, one entity. You are one with the fabric. Nice, soft, fuzzy fabric. The couch tingles as it spreads its warmth through your body, conducting like static electricity over the skin and throughout the core of your being. The tingle seems to spread everywhere, at whatever place feels most comfortable. Even your heart now seems to beat lighter, softer, as if it were pumping something other than blood. Such a soft, warm heart, a place with access to all of the body, even the brain, especially the brain, giving you life and oxygen, and now the center of your warmth and fuzzy comfort. And I wonder how quickly you can imagine that warm sensation spreading inside from your heart, all the way throughout your body. You may be aware that plushies are lighter on the inside because of all that cotton stuffing. In the same way, you are more aware of how, just underneath your skin, there is a light, fluffy filling that takes the place of everything that was once there. All the stress and tension that's still there slips away from you now because of this wonderfully tender and soft sensation inside, which gradually emanates through the skin to gradually give your outer body a few changes. Picture yourself from the outside, relaxing there and taking in the nice air brushing against your skin. And now imagine yourself as that plushie. Picture what you look like as a plushie, and feel even your skin begin to become as soft as a cherished stuffed toy. And you might find yourself wondering about this softness. What kind of softness is it? How does it feel when you rub up against other soft things? Does your plushy skin feel lighter or heavier than normal? Let question after question run through your mind, and answer each in turn with your imagination, letting the experience become more and more vivid as you discover more about your soft, fuzzy body. You can continue relaxing as it all happens here on this couch at the bottom of the elevator shaft. Layers and layers of ground above you. And I bet you can imagine the sense of comfort you'd have when you're safe under layer upon calming layer of nature and earth. And because you're so comfortable, your mind can allow the entire feeling of the body to change. It's a tingle, a warmth, and a fuzziness all at once. A feeling similar to being wrapped in blankets, except now it's a little more intimate. You're in a safe place to enjoy this feeling of your very skin becoming as soft as a blanket, and the place under feeling squishier and lighter, like you're stuffed full of cotton and fluff. Imagine your body as a plushie, in whatever color and shape you'd like to have. When you have understood and accepted this new feeling, it can begin to take root more and more in your sense of feeling, simply by exercising the power of your own mind. Knowing that this form is free to your own interpretation. You can stitch together new limbs if you'd like, or change the parts of the body you currently have. You are a plushie right now, after all. And we all know that plushies can be sewn and stitched into new forms. If you'd like to keep your human body, that's completely okay. If you'd like to make yourself another form entirely, that's perfectly fine as well. This feeling of comfort can remain with whatever form you choose, and as you picture that, you allow your unconscious mind to bridge the gaps in how you picture and feel your soft, plush body with its own innate sense of creativity. It's good to be completely open and accepting of any changes you might need to make as a plushie. If you need to move while you're a plushie, for example, your mind can think of that ability as magic, or just as a natural function of a plushie being a living, breathing being. It's so easy to let your unconscious mind do all the creative work, while you continue to just relax and let go for me. And as you lay comfortably on the couch, in that cozy elevator room, the door lazily begins to open. As you continue resting so nicely, comfortably, fabric against fabric, you look through the door to see a candlelit bedroom of the most luxurious and regal style. It's decorated with all sorts of interesting objects, many seeming to depict animals, magic, and transformation. Sitting contently on the bed is a man, an elderly-looking fellow, dressed in very fuzzy robes. He seems to have been expecting you. The look in his eyes hints at untold wisdom gained throughout many travels, and his patient smile suggests that he wants to share some of that wisdom with you. Cradled in his arms is a soft plushie that gives you a nostalgic sort of longing. He walks over to you, very slowly, and places that plushie on your torso where it feels snug and safe. It's a gift to celebrate your discovery of this place, he says, with a gentle pat on your shoulder. You can relax knowing that he has the best intentions for you. It's a very special toy, the kind that you don't see every day, or maybe one that you will. He chuckles, and with a wink, he disappears into a cloud of mist. The soft tingling in your body only becomes more noticeable now. Starting from where he placed the plushie, just over your heart, you look at the mysterious toy, curious as to what properties it might have. The wise wizard's words ring true throughout the vast expanse of your mind. You're free now to accept the pathway to being a plushie, if you so desire. The plush toy in your dream will drift with you, and you can see the same objects in the waking world in a new way. This plushie is symbolic, an icon in your mind of the power you have, the power we have granted you, together with our combined efforts and experiences. And so anytime you hug a plushie or soft object to your chest, you now have the option to let its warmth and fuzziness spread throughout your being, transforming you in a very special way. Your subconscious can recall this experience, this trance, this transformation, and bring those feelings to the forefront even in everyday life, to make you the comfy plushie you want to be. And if you find yourself wanting to bring this transformation back, but if you lack a plushie to do so, that's perfectly okay, because you can do it in another natural way as well, simply laying down and meditating, similar to the state you achieved in this session. You'll bring back the effects that you want in full force. Just allow your subconscious to do all the work, as your imagination is truly engaged under deep meditation. And you may already be aware of some patterns that the subconscious tries to hide, secrets in your perception that become noticed only when you really dig deeper into your consciousness. Now, and for as long as you desire, you will be able to use the sights, sounds, and feelings of the experience you've had to recognize new patterns in the way things work. Patterns that you don't see every day, and yet patterns that you can see every day with practice. Shapes, colors, and symbols that remind you of your plushy body only serve to reinforce the image in your mind and help you recreate these feelings in greater detail each time. It'll become quicker and easier so long as you want this transformation to happen, and any desired suggestions will stick with you beyond this experience and into the outside world. Speaking of the outside world, we are about to return there. You are fully aware that only the suggestions you want to experience will stay with you beyond this trance. I am going to awaken you with the count up to 10, and I bet you're already aware of how powerful counting is to a mind that expects its power. 1. Feel the impact of that single number 1. 2. Every number refreshing and vitalizing your body. 3. Feeling so much better. 4. As if you're waking up from a good dream. 5. Your body feels well rested. 6. Your mind is clear and sharp. 7. Fill it once again with happy thoughts. 8. Open your eyes. 9. Feel a need to stretch. 10. And stretch. Really feeling how much good this session did for you. I certainly hope you enjoyed this experience, and if you want, I appreciate any feedback you can give me. And as always, you are free to return to this file or sample some of my other works if you want to get even more effects out of hypnosis. I have plenty of nice sessions out there, both made and planned to be made. But for now, you're free to do as you wish, and I wish you the best with whatever is next.